What's up with the gang? I'm going to go over 5 plays during my lunch break right now, eating this good old steak. What's up with that? You see the steam coming off that boy? That squash, bro. But anyways, let's get into it. 5 picks. Last week on the week 9 video, we went 1 for 1 on the free picks. We lost with Middle Tennessee State plus the 3. They weren't able to get it done, but Colorado was able to get that cover. Told you the back door would be open. Colorado looks absolutely horrible, but let's go over 5 games. Let's go over 5 games this Saturday. I'm not trying to make these videos. I'm trying to make this with a purpose. I'm not trying to come on here and talk. So these 5 games I'm gonna come out, I feel confident about it. Last week was an okay week, man. College football, it was just a rough month. Looking to change that here in November. It was just like a 500 type of month. There was not much profit, that sort of thing. But moving forward though, November, week 10 college football. The 5 ones I'm gonna go over. First is Virginia Tech. I think Virginia Tech bounces back against Boston College. The computers also like Virginia Tech to bounce back, not to win, but to bounce back. It's pretty much a coin flip type of ball game. But Boston College has had a weak schedule. They just came off of winning their 6th game, bowl eligible. Them boys is fat and happy. They're going home. I think Virginia Tech. I don't like taking a college team on back-to-back. I don't like taking them on back-to-back road trips at Louisville, now at Boston College, but there's not going to be much of an environment we got to worry about at Boston College. It's not a hostile environment or anything like that. Give me Virginia Tech. I believe that's at +1. Second one, this is off the top of my head. So that second one I like is NC State. They just lost their quarterback, so they're going back to the other quarterback who transferred in for Virginia. I think it's more of a fit against Wake Forest. NC State, really strong defense. Look at Wake Forest and what they scored in the past 5 games. They're not scoring. I'll side with NC State, and they still got Brennan Armstrong who can go back there and sling it, even though he doesn't look good, but he can make plays out the pocket. He can run with the ball. I'm going to go with NC State on the money line. On the money line. Could be a low-scoring game, so I'm going to take the points out of it on the money line and go with that. Third play, James Madison and UConn. UConn just got smacked up against Tennessee 59-3. I think James Madison is going to do pretty much the same. I wouldn't be surprised if they score around in the 40s. They might get this total by themselves, but I do think UConn can give us some points. Back-to-back road situations at Knoxville and now going to James Madison. I mean, I would not want to take UConn here in this position, but you're getting a bunch of points. I think UConn can get us a touchdown or 2. I think James Madison will be a little sleepy for this game. You're not going to get up for this game, especially coming off your previous game on the road at Georgia. Who was it? Georgia State. So I feel like it's kind of a sleepy spot. I like UConn to come in here and get some points, but I think James Madison, they have a really good defense. So I lean to a UConn with the points, but I'm not putting any money on it. But I do think we can get over this total because I think James Madison would do their part, score 30 plus. UConn can do their part. We get over to 48 on this one. Now I got to remember what was the other 2 games. I think that's 3 games we talked about. Shoot. What is the other games? Man, you know what? I wrote this down on a sticky note for me to bring at lunch. I left the sticky note upstairs. So we got Virginia Tech, we got NC State on the money line. We have the over in the James Madison and the UConn game. And then I have another overplay. I cannot remember it at the top of my head. Wow. So let's just go over some other lanes. We're just going to go with those 3 picks. I cannot remember the other 2 here. It's kind of just lost my mind, but it was another overplay. But I like Minnesota over Purdue. Purdue's laying points. Purdue shouldn't be laying points. Lean on Miami plus the 14 against Florida State. Florida State, they haven't really faced a lot of tough competition. Miami just scored 6 points last week. I think we see an uptick there. I think they come and compete. It's a rivalry game. They got blown out last year, so I would lean Miami plus the 14. Cal and Washington State, I do know Sharp Action that I just received today. They are actually on the Cal Golden Bears. Don't know what's going on with Wisconsin, but they have completely, or not Wisconsin, Washington State, Wazoo, they have completely just fallen off, losing to Stanford last week. So Sharp Action is on Cal. I was thinking possibly the over on that game. I mean, they just scored 7 points. Cal's defense is not good. Cam Ward should have some success, and Cal's offense it looks explosive. I would go over in that game. I can't remember the other 2 games. I do know it was over. I believe it was over 58 with. I know it was over 58 Rice and UTSA. Over 58 with Rice and UTSA. That is it. And there was another one I have, but I can't remember the other one. But we're going to run it up, man. Smash that like button. Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate y'all's support. We're going to go with those picks. I think those going to get it done for us. If we got to pick one to have the free pick, let's go with Let's go with NC State money line. I mean, it's not really a road game. You're in state. You're not traveling that far. I like NC State money line. All right, I'm going with this.